Investing is lending money with the expectation that the amount invested will grow in value. A principal is an amount being invested or lent. Annual interest is an amount of money earned on an investment in a year. An interest rate will give the ratio of money earned to money invested, and it involves a period of time. The way that interest is calculated in the real world can be quite complex. So we're going to start it off very simply with the simple interest formula. It's the most basic way to compute interest earned. It involves the formula I equals PRT, where I is the interest earned, P is the principal that was invested, R is the interest rate, and T is the time that the money was lent for. Let's say that Walter borrows $3,000 for a loan. After a year, he'll have to pay 7% annual simple interest on the original amount borrowed. How much interest is it? You may wish to write down the givens on the side. For example, the $3,000 is what we call the principal. It's the amount being borrowed or lent. The time that it's lent for is 1 year, so T is 1. And then we have an interest rate, R. It's 7% annual simple interest. Now we prefer to put percents into decimal form with these types of problems. And then we can put our unit in there as well. And while we're at it, we'll put a unit in for the time as well. Because when you compute simple interest, you want your time units to match your interest rate units. That's really critical. Now let's just plug into the formula. I equals P times R times T. It'll be 3,000 times 0.07 times 1. If we show the units, you can see how they cancel nicely. The time units will cancel off, and it's $210. Let's draw a graph of what the simple interest accrued would look like over time. This is a graph of the account amount. Okay, so let's start off with an account amount. Let's say that there's an initial principal P in the account. Now, if no interest was earned, then that amount would stay constant throughout time. It wouldn't change. But with simple interest, we see that it does grow. It will grow in a linear way. And it'll continue to grow throughout time. Now, what type of formula does this account have? Here's the formula. A is a function of time, and it equals a principal plus the interest earned as a function of time. If we plug in the interest formula, you'll get this. P plus PRT, where P represents the initial principal, which is just a constant. It's not going to change here. R is a constant as well, the interest rate. And T is the variable, time. As you can see, it will be a linear function if P and R are constants.